nightclubs for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come in, sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you falling back at the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit. I live with birds come in, sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you falling back at the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and
we find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They'll run with Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Tempo. Hey. 4 down. I got it done. 4 down. Check 26.
On 3rd down, Wilson and Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
19. Gun. Fair.
To throw is Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play, this is Mack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Wait. Hey, guys, check me out. Wait, 80!
Alert 86! Alert 86!
Wait. Come on, fellas, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Here
attack here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey, tempo.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number. On 1st down, Wilson. That is incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
21.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We got three, fellas. We got Black 80! 80! Yes!
And they'll run it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Here we go. 180!
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And on the ground they go with a running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hurry up!
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hale. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Mack. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Go ahead. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Garoppolo now. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Allen has it, left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man, it's Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. 180! Switch!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He completes it to Bryant. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone
21,
open.
21. 4 down. Check. 180! 180! Hey, watch it. Let's go ahead. Check three.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
By 20! 180!
Garoppolo again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
We got three, fellas. Black 80! 180!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Tight end right. 1, Omaha. 180! 180!
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
180! Check. 3 down. Key 81. 12, fellas, here we go. Check. Mike 5-4, Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Bryant spread out to the right. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
180!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Check. Check. Don't take forever, okay? Hey, Mike 50. Got it.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Allen's got it over the middle. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You had fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got three. Like 20, 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
180.
Now Garoppolo. Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he comes back with one complete. Now the ball comes loose, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Wait.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, guys, check me out. Wait, 80.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Strip that ball. Here we go. Wait, 80.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
Go ahead. Single. Here we go. Wait, 80.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Mack on the toss. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hale. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, we got shotgun. Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Like 20.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Be alert. Let's go, 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
12.
To throw again is Wilson. Fighting his way through contact. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Here we go. Go, D. 180. 120.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Tight is right. 180. 180. Check. 3 down. 21. Wide. Get wide.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Black 80.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down. Here we go.
Garoppolo again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Here's Matt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited? Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.